Hi, hope you're having an amazing day. As you saw from the title of this video, today we're going to be doing a fall-esque look using my Subculture palette. This is how everything went. We also had some old but goodies. Had some oldies but goodies in here makeup wise, so I definitely used a lot of favorites. If you want to see my thoughts on everything, what I loved, what I hated, just keep on watching. Alright, so we're just going to jump right into it. We're going to go ahead and take the Metamorphosis lip oil. You guys have seen this in action. This one here is in Nopalitos. So obviously I chose it because it's green to go with the theme. I use this a lot on my Instagram and TikTok for my Get Ready With Me videos for work. So I really love this formula, especially just to hydrate my lips a little bit before everything else goes on. Love it. And this one just goes with everything, especially because it looks all gooey and like slimy. Goes perfect for this time of year. So I am running out of my SHEGLAM brow pencil that I love, the duo. So I'm going to go ahead and take these two here. The Awa Studio Slim Brow, you know, was another favorite. Also the Awa Studio Micro Brow Pen in the shade Dark Brown, another favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and use this for the brows today. And let's see how this goes. I do have to repurchase my SHEGLAM because girl, love. But I just haven't placed an order yet. So I'll be doing that soon. SHEGLAM has also added so many new things. They added a gripping primer on their website. They added 2 setting sprays, a mattifying setting spray for oily skin and also a like locket setting spray. So I'm like really intrigued, especially by the gripping primer. And then I think they also did repackage or like reformulate the birthday skin primer as well. So they've also like, they've just been adding so much. And they also started carrying like more high-end kind of products as well. So they've definitely been making a lot of changes on the site. I haven't placed an order in quite a while. So I really am trying to like curate my basket to be like exactly what I want and not purchase anything that I'm gonna regret, and just place like one big order. And I do want to add some essentials, like things that I need clothing wise as well. So we'll see what I end up getting from there. Now that I got the official outline, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in with the Micro Brow Pen. And this is like a quick step because thankfully this is not super pigmented. I'm just kind of like lightly sweep it through the brows and it's not like intense. So I really love this one. Obviously the one in dark brown because the soft black is a little too dark for my brows, but this one's actually a really perfect shade. The soft brown is so good. If you're wondering what I have on my nails, I did go ahead and paint my nails yesterday. So I do have 2 products from Olive & June. They always send me press-on nails, nail polishes, everything. I thought this would go perfect for today's video. This is the Olive & June nail polish in WKF, which looks like that. So beautiful. It's like obviously olive, like an olive kind of color. And then we also use the long-lasting top coat as well, and it was so easy to use. I'm so happy with these. I recommend if you're looking for some nail polishes. They have some beautiful colors on their website, and this one just goes so well with today's theme. So yeah, love, very much giving me fall vibes. Obviously not sponsored, it's just like I wanted to mention it before I forget. Love this color. I'm gonna use my ELF 16-hour camo concealer to clean up the brows, since we are gonna start off with eyeshadow. Well, I'm telling you because I haven't filmed, girl, I always say this, but like in real time I haven't filmed maybe 2 weeks, I think it's been, since I last filmed a video. But I am very much a person who likes to plan ahead, so I'll like film ahead of time so that I could be okay, and then just like upload, and then I do like my Get Ready With Me throughout the week videos. So that's what I do, and then I just kind of like make sure that I'm ahead on YouTube. So that's why I like pre-film a lot. Also just helps me not stress out. So I have been ahead by like 2 weeks, so I've been good, but it just feels like it's been so long since I filmed a video. Also, it's just like, it has to be the right time as well to get them done and have like minimal things going on around me. Today was perfect. So here we are. I am just going to go ahead and blend this concealer in using my Metamorphosis sponge. I don't know if they still have this available, but it's just a microfiber sponge. I've been using it nonstop throughout the week. So this is the sponge of this month. I really love. So we are doing eyes first because this palette, girl, has a lot of fallout. You guys know, if you know the Subculture, my palette, I don't know what got on it a couple years ago that it stained, but I don't really reach for this palette a whole lot. I honestly forget about my ABH palettes. I don't reach for them a lot. If you guys watch my Get Ready With Me videos, I use a lot of different palettes, from Glam Light to ColourPop to Revolution, like so many other palettes, but for some reason I forget about my ABH palettes, and I have like 3 of them, so I have to keep reaching for them, and I'm going to start or try to start adding them in different videos. But I thought this would be perfect for today's look, and this is definitely giving me very much like nostalgia vibes to one of my like earliest videos here on YouTube. It was like it wasn't even a voiceover, I think it was just like me doing my makeup using this palette. I still remember like uploading that video when we were in the drive-in watching a movie, and yeah, so I really do have to go back to the drive-in. I love watching movies there, it's so cool. But yeah, it's just giving me nostalgia vibes to back then in my younger years. Feels like such a long time ago, but I think it's just been like 3 years. But anyway, yeah, definitely give me those vibes. I did a look and I uploaded it here on YouTube. One of my first like starting out videos. Didn't really do a lot of talking in those days. It was just doing my makeup. But here we are 3 or 4 years later, and I have my Subculture palette here with me again. Now this one I did purchase from, I think it was TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something, for like $14.99 or something. So I do have this. I know a lot of people have hit pan on this palette. I don't use it as often as I mentioned, so I still have like, it's like okay looking. It's not too bad. But there's a look at the color story. I'm sure you guys have seen it a million times. So we're going to go ahead and create a look using this palette. So we're going to see how that goes. I have had trouble with this in the past where it's just kind of patchy vibes, but let's see how it goes today. And I'm just going to go ahead and get my brushes ready. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this like yellow color. It's called New Wave right here, and I'm going to go ahead and, ooh, yeah, super powdery vibe. I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out and use that as a transition kind of moment. I am using a Wet n Wild fluffy brush from Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Destiny, which is this green, almost like mossy shade. It goes really well with the nail polish that I have on. And I'm using that same brush. I'm just going to throw it on the outer corner. Let me know if this is one of your favorite palettes. I know a lot of people say like it's such an iconic palette. It's amazing. I honestly am scared to use it for work days because it's just a little unpredictable for me. Like I don't know if it's going to work for me that day or not. So yeah, you definitely need to take your time if you're going to be using this palette. I'm going to go back with that yellow shade and use that to kind of blend everything out. I'm going to take the darkest greens. Oh, I'm going to do this one here, the Untamed shade, and just keep that on the lower side here. Well, I might just take that shade all over the lid. I'm just going to do that. We're going to do a green smoky vibe today. I swear everything's going to come together. I'm going to go ahead and clean up any fallout. We have the Artista liquid liner in green, also City Color Be Bold liquid liner, just to give me that little pop of green as well. So I'm going to go ahead and create a wing with this. Alright, so I am making the dark green a little thicker towards the inner portion, just because we're going to go in with that lighter shade over top. I'm going to go ahead and throw on some of the mascara duo from SHEGLAM. Just a little bit. I'm going to take just one side. Alright, I guess we're taking this one before I go in with falsies. So I'm going to go ahead and just coat the lashes. This is their waterproof version. Alright, while I let my lashes dry down a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and apply some primer. We have the Simpsons Revolution Treehouse of Horror Primer Base. You guys know this is a oldie but goodie. I use this all the time. I also use it on my Get Ready With Me on Instagram videos. So we have this primer, and we also have the Malibu Glitz Smoothing Primer. Very much greeny vibes today. So we'll take some of that slimy primer, and this is very hydrating, so It's just gonna give me some hydration to the skin. Just like to take that down the neck as well. Lashes are on. I'm just waiting for them to dry a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Malibu Glitz primer, which I am running out. I use this all the time. You'd think I wouldn't, but you know, just for those inner corners, it just moves out those parts of my face, and I really love it. Gives me a little bit of mattification, smoothing. It's just really nice. So I did purchase a blue one as well. I have quite a few colors that I just love. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rub that into the T-zone area. I'm gonna go ahead and take my e.l.f. Camo CC cream. I use mine in the shade medium 330W. So we're gonna go ahead and take this all over the face, taking that right on the sponge. Go ahead and distribute that all over the face and just blend it in. This one is definitely more on the yellow side. It still looks good once everything is on. Honestly, didn't need this much. I always overdo it, but here we go. And take two of my Metamorphosis liquid blush and contour. So this is the liquid bronzer in the shade Beautiful. You guys know I use this all the time. If you guys follow me again on Instagram, I'm just gonna take it right here on like the outer portions of the face. So I have my Metamorphosis little brush here, and I'm just gonna use that instead to blend this in. You saw how quickly that blended in? So nice. This is definitely going to be my next contour brush. Like creams, it definitely is blending them in so easily. Also taking their Dazzle liquid blush, and this one here is in the shade Cotton Candy. It's like a beautiful pinky tone. I'm just going to take 3 little dots and blend that in. e.l.f. Camo Concealer on the under eyes. Just gonna go ahead and blend that right in before it just dries. I don't like when it dries down too much. You see how it just like brightened up those under eyes? It's like a beautiful contrast between the dark eyes and the rest of the face. Taking my NS powder, I'm gonna go ahead and set the under eyes with that. I am almost through this as well, which is kind of sad because it's my favorite powder. I'm also just gonna take that all over the face as well. Went ahead and fix up the brows a little bit. I'm gonna take my Be Bella Bromination clear brow gel. I love this. I use it all the time. I'm just gonna take that through the brows. For the rest of the face, I'm going to take just this palette, the Revolution Treehouse of Horror. Goes with the theme, as I said. So we do have the bronzer, blush, and highlight, as you guys know. I'm going to go ahead and just use this shade here to bronze up the skin. I love reusing my makeup, especially like things like this where I can use it whenever I want for Halloween or whatever. I've been watching some of my favorite YouTubers, obviously, recently. A lot of people are always like, you know, I didn't want to show this because I talk about it all the time. I use it all the time. I haven't been purchasing new makeup, so I don't want to show the same old stuff. But I think that's kind of how you know what people are liking. I like seeing things over and over and over, and it just shows people different ways of using that same product. If they own it, it gives them inspiration to bring it back out. So I love when YouTubers use makeup over and over. Yes, every once in a while it's nice for them to purchase new things so they could try it out, but I love seeing the same old products, especially when they do empties. Like I like seeing the progression of them using that same product and then seeing it in an empties video. Very interesting. But yeah, I much rather see people use or bring back old collections, use them again, like especially people that review new stuff, like bring it back out, use it when you can, so we can see if it really did withstand the, I don't know, time. Like, did it withstand throughout time? Is it still good? Are you still using it? Are you still loving it? That kind of vibe. And then we get to see like how everything is wearing and whatever. So this palette and this stuff I've had for a long time, and I just continue to use it, and I love just, they're still working for me, and I love bringing them out, especially when it's getting close to that fall season, like Halloweeny season. It just makes me excited to bring my Halloweeny products back out. Now this video, I don't know if it's gonna go up after Halloween, but this one's very much fall vibes, and I'm still using my Halloween stuff. You can always just bring your stuff out. Doesn't necessarily have to be new products. Why do I keep closing it if I'm gonna use it again? And lastly, taking that highlight. I love this highlight. It's very much more on the pinky side. Just so good. I did use the palette that goes with this collection on my Instagram, the Treehouse of Horror palette. I also did a greeny look on my Instagram, so I'll have it down below if you want to watch how that came out. I do really want to bring out the Valentine's collection as well. I really want to use my big palettes. So I was going to do inner corner highlight, but I think I'm just going to dip into this palette and take this shade here for the inner corner. This is the shade Electric. I'm going to take that right in the inner corner. It's very much almost gritty vibes, very glimmery. It's almost like a eyeshadow topper vibe. I never reach for this, but I have the SHEGLAM Chromosome liner. This one here is in the shade Zenith. It's like a multi-chrome liner. And it does have like shifts of green as well, so that's why I decided to bring this out. It's really nice. So I'm just taking that on the lower lash line. It's really nice and creamy as well, really easy to use. Taking that same dark green on the lower lash line with a slanted fluffy brush. All right, next we're transitioning to lips. So I have a couple products. We have the Beauty Creations Dare to Be Bright Duo. We have the shade Rare Find, which is their liquid lipstick, and also their gloss in Highlight My Life. So these two do come in a set together. I really love this combo. And also I'm using my Ebony Secret Affair lip liner. This one here is in the shade Brown. Love this as well, you guys know. So I'm just lining the lips with this brown liner. And I love to like kind of do an ombre vibe with the liquid lipstick, so I'm gonna fill it in a little bit. Taking the liquid lipstick in Rare Find, it's like a thick formula, so I had to like really swipe it on. And I'm just gonna tap it in. Lastly, taking the gloss. This is such a nice gloss. It just looks so nice and glassy look. Lastly, for the face, I'm going to take my Revolution Sports Fix setting spray. Love this. And we'll end it. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Let me know your thoughts down below. It definitely went really smooth. I didn't think it was going to go this quickly, like with the eyeshadow and everything. It doesn't look perfect, but I think I am really comfortable with this look how it is. So let me know your thoughts down below. Everything else looks so good. Love this lip combination as well. Just love everything. Again, let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.